It's time for Green Canyon High School Sports, a presentation of 100.9 Light FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Cast-A-Lite, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Green Canyon Booster Club, DD Auto and Salvage, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, and The Logo Shop. Now, it's time for the Green Canyon Wolves on 100.9 Light FM.
Welcome back to Green Canyon High School. It's another beautiful night for some high school basketball as we approach Christmas break. Stockton Jukes and Terrell Baldwin here with you on 100.9 Light FM as we bring you back into North Logan for a 9-0 contest between these Green Canyon Wolves and the Ben Lomond Scots, coming in at 2-5 from 3A Region 13. Coach, it's great to be back here. Another great night for some Green Canyon basketball. They've been on a tear lately. It was a 73-60 win against Box Elder on Friday night. 61-44 at Stansbury last Wednesday. They just can't help but win, Coach.
They're playing great. They're playing with a lot of momentum. And I'll tell you, I know Coach Brown's got a big week ahead of him, as well as the Green Canyon Wolves, and he wants to get it started off right with a nice win tonight.
Taking a look at some of the scorers for this Green Canyon team so far, it's been Jude Haig. That's been the story of the season so far. Such a huge replacement for Jared Anderson as he left and graduated last season. Haig coming in from Holy Cross, Pennsylvania after his pops was hired to be an assistant on that women's basketball staff, and they've really been turning it around for that program. But Jude Haig has been such a huge contributor to keeping the system going for Green Canyon under Logan Brown. But also, we had a big game from Boston Horman on Friday night, Coach, and Boston's really been coming into his own. Yeah,
I really like the way Boston shoots the ball. I really like the way he and Lance Cox work so hard in the offseason to strengthen their game, and I know that they're really great ball players. Jude coming in, we've talked about him again in the Stansbury game, but what a great kid he is. He obviously has a great basketball talent and great mind, but for him to come in a fresh program, see a fresh face for some of these other players, I'll tell you what, it's a great attribute that he must have to be able to come in and earn the respect of his classmates and teammates here.
It's been a really strong offseason for Boston, but also for Lance Cox, who's been shooting really well lately as well. Hit a couple big three-pointers in the last 2 or 3 games for Green Canyon. Coach, you know these guys a little bit more as a teacher here at Green Canyon, just getting to know them personally, and kind of speak to us about the team chemistry that you're seeing from these guys, because that's something that we heard from Boston, we heard from Jude in games past about just how well this team is clicking.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I really like the way these kids get along off the court as well as on the court. And it all starts to me with, I referred to him the other night as a Swiss Army knife. I just love the way Easton Stokes plays the game of basketball. I love what he does on and off the court. He's such a tremendous leader, and I know these other kids respect him and look up to him. Lance and Boston, I'll tell you, like I said, they worked extremely hard in the offseason. Gavin Crane's the same way. He's a great kid, great athlete, and brings a lot to the court as well.
You're listening to Green Canyon Basketball on 100.9 Light FM. Stockton Jukes and Terrell Baldwin here with you from North Logan. The home of our production is Cache Valley Daily. The latest news about what's going on in your community is found on Cache Valley Daily, including photo galleries and replays of local sports. If you're watching along with us on CashValleyDaily.com or YouTube, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. You can expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity at AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. It's time for the national anthem here in North Logan. We'll be right back for the first quarter.
Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Now Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Introduced to our starting lineups here in North Logan, Utah. Stockton Jukes and Terrell Baldwin with you on 100.9 Light FM for some more Green Canyon basketball. The 9-0 Wolves under Logan Brown are continuing just winning. A trend that they really set last year as they made a run to the semifinal in the state tournament and had a really solid roster. They've just replenished, reloaded, and reset for this season. Looking to improve to 10-0 and replicate that start we've seen Utah State basketball have, Coach. As we take a look at our starting lineup being introduced for Green Canyon, who are you expecting to be the producer tonight for these Wolves?
I feel like we're going to have a great game out of Easton Stokes tonight, but I'll tell you, Coach Brown wants to get this game off to a good start. He wants to put this game away early. He doesn't want Ben Lomond playing with any type of momentum to think they're in the game tonight. I think we're going to have a solid effort, but we are going to see something from Ben Lomond tonight that I don't think we've seen much of in some other games. We're going to see a lot of zone tonight. Ben Lomond's definitely going to make it a possession game. They're going to try and slow the game down, not let Green Canyon get playing with a lot of momentum.
It's time for our uniform check, brought to you by the Logo Shop. They really can put your logo on just about anything. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, trust the Logo Shop. They logo stuff. Green Canyon's going to be in their home whites tonight with that green and black lettering and trim. On the other side, Ben Lomond, light blue to red gradients from the shoulders and tips of the shorts into that red in the center, and then light blue numbers and letters. Definitely an interesting gradient there, Coach. Not a color combo you see too often.
Yeah, definitely not something we're familiar with. Tonight's officials, Jim Campos, Kyle Anderson, and Jared Wilson. I love to see veteran official James Campos calling the game tonight. He's been around the game a long time and out to show these two young bucks how it's done.
8 minutes on the clock. It looks like Coach Brown just making a couple last-minute adjustments down there to our right. It's going to be Gavin Crane, Jude Haig, Boston Horman, Lance Cox, and Easton Stokes, the 5 on the floor for Green Canyon to start this one off. Across from them, looks like we're going to have Brian Campos, Corver Van Beekum, Zeb Wetton, Jaredon Van Beekum, and number 24, Deshaun Holland. Here we go. And Green Canyon's going to chase this one down with Jude Haig deep in their own end. But we are underway, and the Wolves have possession.
Looks like Ben Lomond's going to come out and start in a man-to-man.
Up top, Cox looking for options, has it knocked away, hands it off to Jude. Haig driving right, kicks it back to Crane on the right wing. Up top, Lance Cox gives up the 3, gets him moving, drives, does not score, but the putback by Gavin Crane is good. 2-0 Green Canyon early on. Inbounds issues, Boston Horman generates the turnover and scores. That's 4-0 quickly for Green Canyon. Horman again trying to generate that turnover, just a little too aggressive, throwing the shoulder, and we've got our first foul.
Like to see Green Canyon come out and extend their defense, that full court press. Full court man-to-man press.
Holland gets this one across the timing line now to the right side. It's Van Beekum. Kicks back up top for Holland. Holland through traffic. Hop, step, drive, and scores over Horman. 4-2 with 7:08 remaining now in the first quarter. Crane driving quickly to the left wing. Picks up his dribble, gives it over to Cox, keeping it moving for Stokes. Stokes, return service for Cox. Now Boston Horman, right corner three, just a little short. Rebound, Jude Haig. Haig fought at the block, gets it out for Stokes. Stokes bounce pass, centering for Gavin Crane. Not good, but it's corralled by Van Beekum for Ben Lomond. Scott's the other way. Van Beekum fakes the three, gives it to Holland. Holland driving to that right block, spinning, can't get through. Now another drive, and we've got a travel on Ben Lomond. It was Campos with an extra step on his way to the rim.
Thought they got away with one earlier in that possession as well.
6:36 now remaining in the first quarter. Green Canyon with that early 2-point lead. They'll give it to Stokes to run the offense.
Ben Lomond definitely switched over to play a zone. Last possession, they'll stick in at this possession.
Baseline drive for Gavin Crane, spins out of the rim. Had a little too much sauce on that one. Here comes Ben Lomond. Scots dribble it off their own knee, picked up and saved by Van Beekum. Now here's Holland. Holland working on Horman. Goes over to Van Beekum. Picks up the dribble across the perimeter. Now here's Wetton. Wetton finds Holland. Holland looking for a lane to drive, not given one by Cox. Holland step back to the line, gives it up. Now on the left wing, 7 on the shot clock. Driving baseline, spinning, nowhere to go. Van Beekum to Van Beekum. That's blocked by Stokes. They're going to give him the ball. No shot clock violation on the turnover. Now here is Jude Haig, 4-3. A little short. Bounces around. Rebound, Gavin Crane. Out for Stokes. Right wing three. Ooh, in and out. They're going in for Green Canyon. The issue is they're coming back out right now, Coach. Van Beekum trying to be a little too fancy with it. It'll be Green Canyon's basketball.
Yeah, Green Canyon's had some good looks this early in the game, and I look for them to continue to have those looks, and they'll be successful.
A little bit chaotic for the last 30 seconds, but now here's Easton Stokes with 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Right to left Green Canyon in this first half. Boston Horman looking for options. Has Cox setting it up. Hand off to Haig right up top. Haig fakes, drives. Left corner three for Stokes. That one's good.
Nice. Nice shot there by Easton Stokes. Some type of junk defense, that possession by Ben Lomond Scots. Couldn't quite get a read on it.
Van Beekum from the left side looking for options. Followed by Horman. Now gets the screen from Campos. Cox will pick him up. Holland driving right. Back behind the back at the stripe. Has to hand it off to Campos. 15 on the shot clock. Campos spinning on the drive. A little too far left. Missed the rim. Back up top. Van Beekum fakes. Gives it up. Back to his younger brother. In and out. Horman with the rebound. 4:35 to go in the quarter. 7-2 Green Canyon. Gavin Crane now driving that baseline to the left, and he slams it home.
Nice take there. Baseline drive, his bread and butter.
And then he gets the tip out of bounds. Ben Lomond's ball right in front of Green Canyon's bench, but Gavin Crane is getting going early on. And we're going to have a official stoppage for Jude Haig's shoelaces. 4:23 remaining now in the first quarter. 9-2 Green Canyon. 4 points so far for Gavin Crane, a 3 for Easton Stokes, and 2 for Boston Horman.
1-3-1 zone D here by the Green Canyon Wolves.
Holland hands that one off. Van Beekum's going to get the 3 off quickly, a little too strong, but the rebound goes down to his younger brother. Now the ball's on the floor, and we're going to get a foul on, I think, Lance Cox for going over the back of Van Beekum. Or did they call a jump ball? They did call a jump ball. Possession arrow staying with the Scots.
Gavin Erickson, Jamison Thompson checking in for the Green Canyon Wolves.
Crane and Horman going to get a breather with 4:06 to go in the first quarter. Inbound to Campos. Campos poked from behind by Erickson, but he keeps the ball. Now here's Van Beekum. Down to the baseline. Right block has to float it over the top for Holland. In that left corner, gives up the 3. Too strong. Jude Haig rebound. 3:50 now. Long pass for Erickson. A little too strong on the layup, but it comes down to Stokes. Now here's Cox on the left wing. Gives it up. Stokes from that left corner drives baseline. Finds Haig in the right corner. Step back wing 3 is no good. Campos stuck with him and then got the deflection for the steal. Haig still sticking with it. And a jump ball called. Jude Haig will keep the possession for Green Canyon.
Heads-up play there by Jude Haig to keep the ball in this end for the Green Canyon Wolves.
3:34 now remaining in the first quarter. Baseline inbound for Green Canyon just off to the right of the basket. Cox crashing the paint, isn't going to get it. J-Mo with the floater. Trying to find Haig, isn't going to have an option. They'll reset up top. 16 on the shot clock for Green Canyon. J-Mo's screen gets Haig moving left, driving left, trying to float it down to J-Mo in traffic, but it's tipped away. Van Beekum hits the brakes just past the timing line, finds Holland. Now Holland driving right for Ben Lomond. Rejected by, I think that was J-Mo. Might have been Haig. Nice transition play to Lance Cox. He draws the foul, can't score, but he'll go to the line. It's 9-2, and that's the first foul on Ben Lomond of the quarter.
Nice job there by Jamison on that defensive end down here to be in proper position to knock that ball away. Lead to an easy scoring opportunity for the Wolves on the other end.
Blocks have been a little slow to come by early in the season, but they've had a couple big ones in the last couple games now, so you'd assume that number's going to trend upwards a little bit. Cox hits the first one. It's 10-2 Green Canyon.
I really like the way Green Canyon's playing defense. They're just playing contained defense. They're not gambling a lot, not risking a lot. Keeping the ball in front of them, talking and pointing like good teams do. That's why they're 10-0, 9-0.
Lance Cox goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's 11-2 Green Canyon. Nice pass down low for Ben Lomond, is not converted after a good post move, but better defense from J-Mo. 2:48 remaining. Now here's Erickson. Corner three from the left side is good. 14-2 Green Canyon. And this game is going a lot like it did last year. Green Canyon took this one 72-48 down in Ogden last season. Outscored Ben Lomond 25-12 in the first quarter as Holland throws one off the glass. It's a rebound, Jamison Thompson. Nice lead pass for Stokes. Now into the corner. Haig's three is good. 17-2. It might be even uglier this year, Coach.
Love to see that. The Green Canyon Wolves sharing the ball on the offensive end.
Forced three in response from Ben Lomond. Now we've got a foul on the floor. I think they're going to give this to J-Mo. Purely on size there. J-Mo's going to get called for the hold. Zeb Wetton, looks like the victim there. And Wetton is going to need to be a big part of this Ben Lomond offense too, because if they're going to take those deep threes and give up those possessions early on, they're going to need his 6.7 rebounds a game to keep them the ball.
Yeah.
Up top now, Van Beekum goes inside at the charity stripe. Spinning, looking, no options, kicked back outside. Here's H. H trying to throw that to the left. It's tipped by Cox. He's got the steal. Trying to bounce it over to Gavin Crane, throws it off the leg of H. It'll be Green Canyon's ball. 1:57 to go in the first quarter, 32 on the shot clock. Up top, Gavin Crane. Moving the offense, finds Erickson. Erickson, left wing three, given a window, cannot hit, but Gavin Crane's offensive board is back and good. 19-2 Green Canyon.
Gavin Crane playing very aggressive on the offensive end. If he's not getting the ball, he's in great rebounding position for those old boards.
Van Beekum from the right wing looking for options. Goes over to his left. Still moving, Holland, and that's an illegal screen. Ben Lomond getting called. It's number 34, Isaac Stevens, the senior, the guilty party on that one. It's a push on the illegal screen.
Great job by Green Canyon there defensively. Just to be talking and moving defensively. Force a guy to screen a defender that's moving. I love to see that.
90 seconds left now in the first quarter of action. Green Canyon leads by 17. It's 19-2. And like we were saying earlier, Coach, 25-12 in the first quarter last year down in Ogden, and it seems like it's just getting a little bit uglier this year. A lot of that you would have to assume is just because it is a younger roster for Ben Lomond.
Yeah.
But what can you say about this Logan Brown system? You obviously had Logan as one of your assistants, and you've seen his coaching career through the years. What do you think is leading to this kind of consistency?
I just love the way Green Canyon to this point is playing so unselfish. It's been amazing what they've done so far this season. I haven't been able to see all the games live, but I've seen enough of them to know that they're doing an excellent job of sharing the basketball. Led by, they're great. They've got some great senior leaders on this team, and I love to see them excelling. And then you throw in Jude. Anytime you get a move in, there has the tendency to be a little bit of a disruption. There's been no disruption at all. It's been acceptance to this point on all areas as far as Jude is concerned. and it's been great to see. He's been nothing but a positive addition for the Green Canyon Wolves and for the school in general.
Minute and a half left now in the first quarter. Green Canyon basketball is sponsored by Great Basin Graphics, custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that will get your business noticed. Go to greatbasingraphics.com. Here's Haig up top with 1:20 remaining. Drives right side, and that is going to be a block. Feet were not set, and that's 2 quick fouls now against number 34, Isaac Stevens. Third of the quarter. Not in the bonus, but it was a shooting foul, so Jude Haig will go to the line. Haig's already got 3 tonight. Gavin Crane leading the way with 6. Make that 4 for Jude. He goes 1 for 1. 20-2. Two for 2 for Jude Haig. That's 4 for 4 on the day for Green Canyon. They lead by 19. Here's H from the left side of that offense for Ben Lomond.
Green Canyon zone this possession.
Haig on the left side. They're playing outside that perimeter, following the ball. Now here's Erickson playing in that middle spot. Back over to Holland on the right side, all the way across to H. Way outside the perimeter, goes inside for Stevens. Back out to H. H thought about the shot, now drives, picks it up. Van Beekum 3 is too long. Rebound, Jamo. Now Gavin Crane with the head of steam, gets to the glass, but is too strong. About a 3-second differential between the shot and game clock as Holland drives and scores. Finally, another point for Ben Lomond. It's 21-4. Haig across the timing line will hit the brakes. Green Canyon's got the last possession of the quarter. 21 now on the game clock as H follows Erickson closely. Well outside the perimeter. Now he'll move out to Jamo up top. Jamo using the size to keep that ball, finds Erickson again. Now 10 on the game clock. They'll start that play. Erickson has it knocked away by H. There's a chance for Van Beekum to drive. Gavin Crane on defense, swats him against the glass. It looks like we've got some pain for Gavin Crane too as he goes down. And they're going to call the trainers out to the floor immediately. Jamo does not look pleased with what he just saw. We'll take a quick break here at the end of the quarter, but when we come back, we'll let you know what's going on with Gavin. 21-4 Green Canyon, a 17-point lead after 8 minutes.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome back to North Logan. Stockton Jukes and Terrell Baldwin here with you on 100.9 Light FM for some more Green Canyon basketball. This team was born to run the heck away from Ben Lomond. They are leading by 17. It's 21-4 after our first 8 minutes of play. And the Scots will start with the ball, see if they can cut into that deficit.
Green Canyon coming out again in a zone to start this quarter.
Inside for Stevens, walks away from defense, and they're going to get the foul there. Would have been a walk if not for the foul. 7:48 to go in the quarter. 2 shots coming for Stevens. Ben Lomond shooting off to our right in this first half. Stevens good on the first one, makes it 21-5. I believe that foul was charged to Jamison Thompson. And he hits 2 for 2, does Stevens. No, I actually think it was Lance Cox. J-Mo had one in the first quarter. Lance Cox just got his first. Stokes playing that defense about 10 feet outside the perimeter right now. Gets it over to Haig, driving. Now left corner, Lance Cox is all alone, and he makes him pay.
Nice find right there to see a wide open Lance Cox in the corner.
Driving now is H, has to pick it up in a triple team. Around the perimeter, Van Beekum, jab step over to Holland. Now it's H again on that right wing. Deep three is good, and he knew it.
Caught that and fired it up.
Now into the left corner. Horman's three is good. They're just going to trade him. 27-9.
Love to see those two getting on a roll. Tough to defend, both of them.
Holland wants a response. Little short. Rebound for Jude Haig. Now right corner, Boston Horman again. Spark plug.
Nice pass ahead there by Jude Haig.
That leads up to 21. Now a steal for Stokes on H. Got him floating and scores. 32-9.
All things clicking now for the Green Canyon Wolves.
H gets across the timing line, loses it to Horman. But Horman could not track it down. It'll be another inbounds play for Ben Lomond. And they do avoid the backcourt violation on that tip from Horman as well. 6:29 to go in the second quarter. Green Canyon basketball sponsored by Cache Valley Auto Care. If you've got car problems, it's getting cold out there, keep an eye on your car. Trust Cache Valley Auto Care for expert service backed by excellent online reviews and customer satisfaction. Right side, Van Beekum, bounce pass over to H in the corner. He's double teamed. Back in the middle for Van Beekum. Now left side, Holland's three is good. No, excuse me, that's not Holland. That's Levi Rentmeister, his first bucket of the night. But they leave Horman all alone. Transition three is good.
Nice.
Boston Horman's got 9 points in 3 shots. Up to 11 on the day after those 2 early free throws. And now it looks like we've got a trip. Some feet getting tangled up as Van Beekum was charging there. It was the sophomore guard, Corver Van Beekum.
Love to see Coach Brown constantly teaching. Not too excited about that foul. Wanted Gavin Erickson to step over and to help side there in that possession.
H looking for the three, has to give it up, guarded closely by Erickson. Now into the corner for Van Beekum, working on Horman. Van Beekum driving towards the baseline. Forced back outside by Horman. Now left side, Rentmeister has to kick it back out for Van Beekum and just missed.
Nice, good defense there by Lance Cox. Not willing to give up a penetrating pass.
5:33 remaining now in the second quarter. Cox will have this inbound right in front of his coaches. Stokes working on H across the timing line for Jamison Thompson. J-Mo finds Cox. Keeping it moving for Stokes. Left wing, driving to the right. Now into the left corner for Horman again. 4 for 4.
Boy, he's on fire. Shooting that ball with a lot of confidence.
38-12 Green Canyon. It's a 26-point lead 13 minutes into this game. No, excuse me, 11 minutes into the game. Up top for Van Beekum. He drives right side, and that's a travel.
Nice.
His coach saying 2 steps to the officials. It was pretty clearly 3, and a stomp on the 3rd step just for fun.
Yeah, sometimes you can't always define exactly what a travel is, but you sure know what it looks like.
It's one of those, you're trying to drag that plant foot as long as possible. You just have to step eventually.
Yeah.
Stokes driving left now, gets past H. Hop step through the key and floats that through. 40-12 Green Canyon. We might just have to take the rest of the night off, Coach. I'm going to head home after this.
Put this on autopilot.
Yeah, we'll just move the camera back and forth, and you and I will catch up a little bit. Now jump ball again, just in front of the timing line. The arrow is pointing towards Green Canyon. So yet another turnover for these Wolves. Defensively, their hands have been very quick tonight.
Yeah.
And they're taking advantage of a team who really doesn't turn the ball over that well. Ben Lomond came into this with an assist-to-turnover ratio of 20.3 to 13.1 per game. Horman up top, over to J-Mo. J-Mo finds Jude Haig on the handoff. He's going to take the deep three. Just missed off the right side, but it's an offensive board for Erickson. Off the bottom of the iron, but the third chance bucket for J-Mo is good, and it's a 30-point lead for Green Canyon.
Love to see the big fella get in the scoring column.
Here's H across the timing line. 3:55 remaining now in the first half. Van Beekum, double teamed outside the perimeter, moves into the corner. Gets it outside for Campos. Campos driving left, gets past one, does not get past J-Mo, but they are going to get the arm contact on Jamison Thompson. That'll be his second of the game.
J-Mo doing a great job defensively on that possession. Switching out a few times, trying to get where he was supposed to be to defend the rim.
So Campos goes to the line. By the way, a brief update on Gavin Crane. We don't know officially what the word is here, but we did see him pop up, and there was a good amount of fluid running down his face when he came off the court. So we're thinking he's probably going to need a little bit of a sewing kit situation tonight. We're probably not going to see him for the rest of the night, but we'll see if we can get an update at halftime.
Yeah, as he headed in there, he looked like Rocky Balboa.
Erickson gets past one. Oh, nice move. Past the hands of H, finds J-Mo. Back up top for Horman. You got to give it to Ben Lomond. They are playing pretty hard defense still, given the situation. Now J-Mo driving to the right block, has to give it out for Seth Anderson's three. Just a little bit wide, and we've got a foul on, I think, Horman. No, they put Jude Haig on the chopping block for that one. They're going to say he pushed his way into that offensive board.
If you're Green Canyon, Boston Horman's 4 for 4. You'd surely like to get him another shot on the other end.
42-14 with 3:20 remaining in the second quarter of action. 14 fouls on Green Canyon in this quarter. They got to be careful for the next 3 minutes.
Ooh.
Deep three for Van Beekum, just a little too long. And now here comes Jude Haig after the rebound. Haig thought about the drive, stops outside. Over to J-Mo, gets it right back. Now drives baseline, and we're going to have a reach on Campos. Just a little jab with that hand. That'll be the first foul against Ben Lomond in the second quarter. J-Mo gets one over the top. Bounces it to Haig. Haig thought about the three, but he'll drive left instead and draw a second foul. That one's going to go against number 40 for Ben Lomond. It's Cade Beecraft, the 6'4" senior center. Haig's first is good. He's 3 for 3. Green Canyon basketball is sponsored by DD Auto and Salvage. Cache Valley is the #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 435-787-1204. No job too big, as Jude Haig goes 4 for 4, makes it 44-14. It's a lot of fours in that sentence, Coach. Holland driving right side, hop step, trying to get through Horman, just throws that over the rim, but the rebound comes down to Campos. Campos from the right block now spins his way to the bucket and scores. 44-16, and we've got a block as Van Beekum tried to come up and pick Seth Anderson's pocket. Third quarter foul now against Ben Lomond, as we'll see Lance Cox check in for Horman.
That's a great segment there by Boston Horman. Running the floor, getting to position where he can shoot ball and make the shots.
Erickson gets around the corner. Now here's Seth Anderson on the right wing. Anderson up top for J-Mo. J-Mo's going to launch one. Oh, just off right, but the rebound falls for Anderson. Now back into the middle, right block. Lance Cox up and over. 2:14 remaining now in the quarter. It's a 28-point lead for Green Canyon. Van Beekum trapped outside, and it's a takeaway for Green Canyon. Nice lead pass for Haig, and he lays that off the glass and in. No foul there should have been.
What a great pass there by Gavin Erickson.
Holland drives under the basket, hits the bottom of the rim, and Seth Anderson has the rebound. Now out front for Lance Cox. Right wing, Gavin Erickson left alone. Jacks one up, but it's a little short. I think his feet were crooked on that one. Van Beekum. Left wing picks up his dribble, throws it inside for Campos. Campos spins. Oh, that's nice touch.
Nice shot there by Campos.
That's 6 now for Campos. Haig in the middle. Lance Cox gets there, gets his own miss, and scores. 48-18. Green Canyon might get to 50 before halftime.
Nice pass there by Jude. Nice cut by Lance Cox.
Van Beekum to Van Beekum. Younger brother to older brother. That's
nice.
A good connection, and a three. I believe the first of the night for Ben Lomond.
It's a good shot there by Van Beekum.
Haig driving up the left side. Has a screen from J-Mo. He'll switch over to that right side. Deep three, Jude Haig. That would have been disrespectful, but we've got Ben Lomond ball off of a J-Mo tip.
Going to get some fresh blood in for Green Canyon.
Subs coming in right now. It looks like we're going to have number 20 in for J-Mo. That, to me, confirms that we're not going to see Gavin Crane for the rest of the night, so it's going to be Graydon Wheeler instead. Right wing floated inside for Van Beekum. Holland now at the baseline has to kick back outside. Younger Van Beekum driving up and over the rim. Rebound Seth Anderson. There's about a half-second differential, so Seth Anderson's going to drive, kick outside for Wheeler. His three is just a little too short. Ben Lomond's got the ball and last possession if they want it. Van Beekum, deep three. He's going to give up that last possession, miss, and then Lance Cox has the rebound, so now Coach Brown will get to run that play after all. Eight seconds now as Stokes walks into the zone, gets around Cox, has a screen. Now into the right corner for Wheeler's three, in and out, and that'll take us to halftime at 48-21. Coach, give me your thoughts after really just a stellar performance on both ends of the floor for Green Canyon.
I just like the way they're playing defense tonight. Unselfish defensive play leads to easy baskets on the other end. It's amazing how that works out. If you're talking and pointing on defense, somehow on the other end you're always sharing the basketball, and we're definitely seeing that tonight. A 48-point first half. I mean, we're almost to free fries, and we've got 2 more quarters to go.
Green Canyon leading healthily. It's a 27-point lead as we head to our 10-minute halftime break. Stick with us here on 100.9 Light FM. Stockton Jukes and Terrell Baldwin with you this evening from North Logan. Our sponsors tonight, Adams Wealth Advisors, your video experience provider. You can expect specific guidance from them, advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com. Time for our Cast-A-Lite halftime break. Whether you're looking for brick for your home, tile for a bathroom remodel, or pavers for a new walkway, think Cast-A-Lite online at castalite.com. We'll be right back with some more Green Canyon basketball from North Logan, Utah.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, Logo Shop, and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back to North Logan, Utah. We're back underway here for the second half of action between the Ben Lomond Scots and the Green Canyon Wolves. Stockton Jukes and Terrell Baldwin here with you in the Green Canyon High School gym. Green Canyon leading 48-21 after our first 16 minutes of play as Ben Lomond tries to cut down that deficit to start off the third quarter. They're moving right to left across your radio dial in this second half. Long pass across for Holland is a good assist. Makes it 48-24 with 7.5 to go.
Let's see if Green Canyon can remain hot like they were that first half.
And they're going to draw an early foul on Campos, reaching around the back of Easton Stokes.
Quick update on Gavin Crane. I don't know if we'll see him back tonight or not. I do know that that he is currently receiving stitches, and I would highly doubt that he'll be back.
With this scoreline, I don't know why you would need to bring him back, that's for sure. But that's a pretty cool story for him. I mean, in a couple of years, tell people, yeah, one time I split my eyebrow open in a basketball game, and they just stitched me up right there in the trainer's room. Jude Haig, left corner three is a little too strong. Horman trying to fight for that rebound through some traffic, but it is away for Van Beekum. Now from the left wing, trying to cross over Cox, gets past him, drives to the glass, but missed everything. Now a couple Scots tangle up on the offensive rebound, but they find Campos, who floats back and hits.
If you're Green Canyon, you don't want to let Ben Lomond get playing with any type of momentum at all. You want to keep this game out of question.
Horman faked like he was going to go right. Now
nice.
Floats it down low for J-Mo, and he hit it off the side of the backboard. Ooh, Easton Stokes almost had a pickpocket there, but Holland was there to clean up that deflection. He'll bring the ball down the court now, down into the left corner for the elder Van Beekum. Up top, Holland again. Green Canyon following with that zone well outside the perimeter. Haig moving right. 3-ball is good for Van Beekum, and it's 48-29. Down to a 19-point game. Stretch pass, looking for Lance Cox, tipped by Van Beekum. It'll stay with Green Canyon, but they're getting a little greedy now with those Hail Marys.
You want to have a few solid possessions here. Get some offensive momentum for your Green Canyon.
Into Easton Stokes. Jared Campos playing him pretty tight outside the perimeter. Stokes gets around him for now. Jamo with the screen. Stokes to that right elbow, finds Haig outside. Haig drives right, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. He's got 9 points tonight. Leading the way, though, is Boston Horman with 14. Like to see Horman's shot get going again early in this half, just to be able to lean on that for the rest of the night. Haig hits the first. He's 5 for 5 tonight. What can a business technology partner do for you? Well, Les Olson IT can show you all the office products you need and a great service team. Learn more at lesolson.com. Green Canyon wins the race to 50. Jude Haig is 6 for 6 from the stripe. It's 50-29.
Green Canyon still extending their defense.
Three-quarter court. They force the dribble to be picked up, and H drags that foot across the timing line. They're definitely going to be a little more particular about those travels late in this one.
Great job. The ideal trapping area there by Green Canyon. That's an excellent job of attacking him defensively.
Jude Haig from outside the perimeter. Horman fakes the pass, finds Jamo. Jamo moves to the elbow. Haig wrapping around. No space to drive, finds Cox. Now back inside. Jamo on the left block, gets up and over 4-2.
Nice entry pass there by Lance Cox and a great call by Jamison.
Jamo's got 4. Now here's H on that right wing from way downtown. Thought about the 3. Kicked away by Cox. 5:15 remaining now in the third quarter as Green Canyon leads at 52-29. Some good shooting from Ben Lomond to open up the quarter, but definitely a large deficit they were working against, and still a big one on the scoreboard. It's a 23-point game. H now driving to the top. Bounce pass inside is snuffed out by Jude Haig. It went off the knee of Campos, and then Van Beekum could not track it down before it got out of bounds. Green Canyon's ball with 5:03 to go in the third. If you're looking for a new gas fireplace, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning can hook you up. You can also schedule your service calls on their website, advancedheating-ac.com. Haig with a nice lead pass from Jamo, scores and 1.
Strong take there by Jude Haig. Nice pass as well on that cut.
Leads back up to 25 now for Green Canyon. 13-point night for Jude Haig, and if he converts, he'll tie Boston Horman for leading scorer so far. He does, 7 for 7 from the charity stripe tonight. Deshaun Holland gets across midcourt, now looking to his left for H. 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Holland comes up to collect. Bouncing over to H. H floats from the elbow, a little too strong, over the head of Horman, tipped back down to Stokes. Now a long lead pass for Jude Haig. Easy money. Jude Haig's up to 16, and it's 57-29.
Nice lead pass there by Easton Stokes.
And a timeout called by Ben Lomond. Man, they cut that lead from 28 down to 19. We're right back to 28, Coach.
Jude, I'll tell you what, he's so sneaky and so crafty in the way he attacks the rim on the offensive side. I just love the things he does and the way he moves without the basketball.
As we take a look down there at the huddles on each respective side, we know Green Canyon, we know what they're saying. Hey, everything's working right now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep your heads in the game. Keep fresh legs out there on the court. Logan Brown's doing a great job with substitutions. Now for Ben Lomond, they have a much more challenging discussion to be had down to our left. Coach, what do you think the adjustments they need to make are?
If you're Coach Tanaka Beard at this point, you're doing long-term teaching. You got to go way and teach way past and coach way past what's going on here tonight. You're teaching for to get yourself and your team ready for region play. So you don't want to do anything you can You want to do anything you can as far as improving on the first half. Last possession since last time out, play it just a few segments at a time. Look for anything positive to possibly keep you going until the next game.
Now, Coach, looking at Ben Lomond's schedule, they're a little bit busier than Green Canyon is this week. They've actually got to go home and play a game tomorrow night against Rockwell. Thursday, they're taking a road trip to UMAHF, and then on Saturday, they're on the road at American Heritage. So 4-game week. Do you think at some point you start to think about getting your secondary unit in there and giving your starters a rest and letting them think about tomorrow night?
Absolutely. I think on both sides you start thinking about that, especially if this game gets up to the 25, 30-point margin for sure.
Here's H now at the top of the offense for Ben Lomond. Finds Campos just past that fingertip of Boston Horman. Campos driving left, gets away with one. Now back up for H, way deep from the left wing and missed everything. Stokes quickly behind the back, gets past H, driving right side, coast to coast. No, gives it up for J-Mo, and J-Mo leaves it short. Stokes trying to get the steal on Campos. They move it up to Deshaun Holland. Holland going to drive right baseline, stuffed by J-Mo. Up top now, deep three. Zeb Wetton misses. Rebound for Horman. Give and go for J-Mo. Now he's got a head of steam, finds Jude Haig. Haig from way downtown. Ooh, in and out. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Over to the right side for Van Beekum. Tries to go behind the back. It's taken away by Stokes. Cox in transition. Haig, awkward bounce pass, but Jude Haig corrals it and finds the right corner. Now up top for Horman. All the way across. Stokes on the far side. J-Mo pops out. Now here's Haig again from the right wing. Working on H. Drives left side. Kicks out for Stokes. Left wing three is short. Horman gets the rebound, though. It goes through the fingertips of Zeb Wetton, and Horman goes up and over Wetton.
Nice job there by Boston.
59-29. Green Canyon leads by 30. H handing this one off. A deep three. Van Beekum missed off the back iron. Rebound Stokes. Now here's Horman. He's going to try that three again and jam it inside between the rim and the backboard. J-Mo will get that down for us, but it'll be Ben Lomond basketball on the baseline. That's about as accurate as you can get, Coach.
Yeah, and that's the worst miss he's had in a while.
Yeah, so we're not even done with the third quarter, and we've got line changes coming on either side of the court.
A lot of substitutions coming for the Green Canyon Wolves. And with that substitution, we see Gavin Crane's mom and dad making their way back to the stands. We'll get a report from them. I'll try and get a report from Mr. Crane as he's coming up the stairs.
Seth Anderson goes down low. Great pass inside for the big man, the junior Carter Etherington, and he scores his first points of the game. 61-29 Green Canyon. Here's Holland the other way. Deshaun Holland throws that one away. Not in tune with Michael Stevens, the sophomore guard. Coach, what do you got?
Quick report from Gavin Crane's dad, 7 stitches. Done in the emergency training room back there, so he'll obviously, we won't see him tonight, but he'll be ready to roll on Wednesday.
You know what's crazy, Coach, is this one goes into Etherington again at that left block, kicks it out to the right corner, driving Green Canyon. That's an and one. Dallin Bracken going to the stripe for a three-point play, and the lead just keeps getting bigger. It's a 34-point lead for Green Canyon. Now, my fun story about this is I had an injury just like Gavin Crane's probably about 20 years ago. I was 21, 22 years ago. I was 4 years old. I was in preschool, and I had some hard contact with the ground, a hard surface, and split my eyebrow open. I had 7 stitches in my left eyebrow, and Coach, you can see on my eyebrow right here, there's still a little line there from when I had those stitches. So maybe me and Gavin will have matching scars in a couple months. We'll see.
Rumor is girls really dig those scars.
Oh, yeah. It's a fashion statement, Gav. Left corner, Van Beekum gives up the three.
Love to see these JV kids coming in from Green Canyon. They obviously had a successful JV game and have a chance to get a few minutes in the varsity game.
Deshaun Holland driving right side through 2. No good. Etherington rebound. Now here we come the other way. Left corner, Seth Anderson gives up the 3. Up top for Wheeler. Further now to the point for Austin. all the way around the perimeter, floated downstairs for Etherington. He's stripped by Deshaun Holland, and then we have Seth Anderson on the block. Still a 35-point lead for Green Canyon, and it's been a couple minutes since our last Ben Lomond bucket.
If you're Coach Brown, you got to feel good about getting those varsity kids enough minutes tonight to get playing with a little bit of confidence, and then an opportunity to obviously rest their legs.
Green Canyon had the lead of this one after the break. It was 48 to, correct me if I'm wrong here, Coach, I think it was 20-18, something like that, 48 to 20?
21-4 in the first, 48-21 at half.
48-21 at half, that's right. Ben Lomond came out, they made it 29-48, cut it down to a 19-point game, and that was with about 5.5 minutes left in the quarter. They have not scored in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Van Beekum inbound to Stevens, gives it right back. Hop step gave up the three. Now a mid-range jumper is a little bit short. Rebound for Etherington. Seth Anderson will bring it up. 38 seconds remaining in the third quarter of action. JV guys are going to be playing 6 quarters tonight, Coach. And Etherington, good screen. Now a deep three from Austin is nothing but net.
Nice. That kid will be excited in class tomorrow. Love to see Tyler Austin get some varsity minutes and make it shot.
That was pretty, too. 16 seconds left in the quarter. Ben Lomond has the ball last if they want, but they are going to take a deep three instead and give it up. That's been one of the things that's been really confusing to me about this Ben Lomond strategy. They've been very poor with offensive possession management, Coach. Etherington's second chance bucket is a little short. Stevens has the rebound but can't get it out, and that takes us to our final quarter break. T, give me your thoughts on what we've seen so far. I think it's pretty clear-cut. We're going to have even more JV substitutions when we come back. Oh, Gavin Crane's already got it bandaged up down there. We can see that thick Band-Aid on his eyebrow.
Yeah, I saw him make an appearance coming out of the locker room at that last interchange. But I think what we've seen so far is complete domination by Green Canyon to this point, offensively and defensively. Like you said, this last quarter, they went over 5 minutes without giving up a field goal. Anytime you do that, makes you look like a very good basketball team.
Green Canyon leads by 38 as we take our final rest of the evening. We'll be back in about 45 seconds for the remainder of this one between Green Canyon and Ben Lomond.
Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
I'm alright, nobody but about me. Why you got to give me a fight? Can't you just let it be?
Welcome back to North Logan. As Captain Kenny Loggins reminds us, Green Canyon is doing all right at 67-29 here in North Logan. A 38-point lead, the largest of the night, and the boa constrictor does what it does best and squeezes the life out of its opponent. Deshaun Holland looking inside, has Rentmeister almost stripped, and Rentmeister draws the foul and one. It looks like it's going to go against, who'd they call that on? I didn't catch the number there.
I think it was on Keaton Crosby.
It was Keaton. Keaton checking in for the first time to start this quarter. He's got his first foul. Holland converts the three-point play, 67-32. That's the first bucket for Ben Lomond in almost 6 minutes. Student section chanting that they want Duke. I can promise you, fellas, you don't.
I think they're probably saying we want Coop, as in Cooper Miller.
Oh, that would make more sense.
Who's the team manager down here, not in uniform.
We do want Coop. They have a uniform somewhere. They can throw it on him.
Yeah, maybe senior night they'll get Coop.
So Crosby hits his first 2 points of the night, 69-32 Green Canyon. Deshaun Holland driving, kicks out for Rentmeister. drives back to that right block, trying to draw the foul, misses, and does not get the call. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Left to right goes Green Canyon. Three-pointer given up on that left wing by Bracken. Goes further left. Erickson up top for Crosby. Crosby waiting over to Anderson. Anderson moves left, comes back to the right, driving to that block. Right corner for Bracken. Hop step, Anderson corner. Now Etherington down low, gets past his man and scores. Carter Etherington gets Green Canyon up above the 70 mark.
Love to see those post players that scored in the post.
Stevens keeps it moving for Holland. Deshaun Holland, step back three, too long. Etherington knocked it away from Seth Anderson. Offensive rebound for Ben Lomond. Now Etherington has it. 6:15 remaining now in the game. Green Canyon in firm control. Trying to do mental math here. I've never been good at it. I think it's a 39-point game now. We'll pull out the calculator after this one's over. Etherington up top, keeps it moving. Anderson from the right wing. Now here's Crosby. Moves back up top, finds Erickson. Seth Anderson switching. Now left corner three is a little short. Etherington gets a hand to it, and Anderson will control that rebound. Now down the baseline, back to Etherington. Kicks out for Erickson. Bracken's three from the right wing is a little bit off left, but Crosby has the offensive rebound and is fouled. He'll go to the stripe.
Nice rebound there by Keaton Crosby.
Crosby getting pretty good minutes for the JV team this season for Green Canyon, but where he really shines is in boys volleyball, which got sanctioned as a UHSAA sport last year, and he was probably the biggest hitter on this Green Canyon team without much debate, Coach.
Yeah, great all-around athlete. Mom was a great athlete. His dad was a great athlete.
He and Aaron Bruff, two really good athletes for this Green Canyon volleyball team. And I'm personally really excited about volleyball in the UHSAA. I've been doing Utah State volleyball for about 4 or 5 years now and gotten to, watch Rob Nielsen do what he does. So super excited that it's growing even more as a sport.
Yeah, I love to watch boys volleyball last spring. That was a lot of fun.
Crosby does not hit. Goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. It's a 40-point game. And the student section just figured it out. Now they're going to chant about it. 5:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Deep three is good. That'll bring it back down to 37. Erickson across the timing line working on H. Hits the gas, then hits the brakes right outside the three-point line. Thought about the three, tried to pass to Etherington, had it tipped away. H will take his time getting across the center court line. Over to Van Beekum, further along. Now downstairs, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Keaton Crosby, his second of the night.
Even the JV kids from Green Canyon playing pretty solid defense.
It's the Logan Brown theory. It's the same theory that they have at Green Canyon's football team as well under Coach JT Tauili. Defense comes first. It'll lead to the offense. Yeah. Over the top, nice. Gavin Erickson got a hand to it but couldn't corral it in midair. H comes away with it, drives down to that left block. Floating, nice Etherington block. Got a fingertip to it. They pointed the wrong way. It's going to be Ben Lomond's basketball, and it should be. But we're into a running clock territory now. Is it 35 points in high school?
I believe so.
And it is a 37-point lead for Green Canyon right now. Now less than 4 to play here in North Logan. Up top for H. Bounce pass inside, looking for B-Craft. Back up top, Campos three is good.
Good shot there by Campos.
So now it's a 34-point game. Do they stop the clock? Or did they already get past 35, so they just keep it running now?
We'll see here next game.
I guess we'll find out. Anderson looking to his right. Finds Graydon Wheeler. Wheeler fakes the drive back out to Crosby. Etherington. Handoff for Anderson. Anderson moves back over to the right wing for Wheeler. Now into the corner. Back to Wheeler. His three is wide left. Missed everything. Goes out. But Seth Anderson saved it. Tried to throw it off of a Scott. And generates a turnover. Anderson will score 74-38. And the clock will continue to move. I guess we'll never find out.
Great heads-up play there by Seth Anderson.
Crosby, good defense, straight up in the air, but Campos gets up and around him. 74-40, back to a 34-point game with 2:55 remaining. Anderson across the timing line, had Wheeler not knowing the pass was coming. Campos, great spin move, and scores.
Whoa,
he's up to 15.
Very nice move there by Brian Campos.
Now Anderson's going to beat that three-quarter press. Gets to the top of the key. Floats it over the top for Etherington, who's got about 4 inches on everyone else on the floor, and he draws the reach on H. They don't have a height listed here for Carter Etherington. What would you say? Probably about 6'6"?
I would say 6'6" on him.
And he's only a junior.
Yeah, I think he's come a long way as a basketball player.
Kind of expect to see the same trajectory out of him that we saw from J-Mo. Anderson, deep three, left wing, off the back iron. Crosby had the offensive rebound for a moment, but it's poked away. But then H has his pocket pick from behind, gets the bouncing ball and throws it away. (74-42). Green Canyon leads by 32 with 1:43 to go. Seth Anderson bringing it up the court. Now over to Etherington. Crosby up top, back to Anderson, left wing. Down low for Etherington on the left block, and he scores off the glass, 76-42.
Nice post-entry pass over there by Seth Anderson.
Knocked down by Seth Anderson at midcourt. He's going to have a running Bracken, and Dallin Bracken lays it in again. 78-42 Green Canyon. H with 1:10 left finds Van Beekum. Breaks in on the left side, driving to the center, and draws the foul on Anderson. That'll be an and-one block.
Clock stopped.
So I guess that answers our question. It's a 34-point game right now. Make that 35. Excuse me, 33. I was going the wrong way. Ball into Bracken, back to Seth Anderson. 60 seconds remaining tonight. Anderson over to Etherington on the right wing. Hands it off. Dallin Bracken thought about that catch and shoot three. Gives it up. Back to Anderson. Now down low for Etherington. Spinning. Kicks it out for Dallin Bracken. Got him in the air. Mid-range jumper is a little long. Etherington still tipping at it. Ball still in the air. And it falls to Tyler Joseph. Knocked away. And we've got a foul on Green Canyon. That's going to go against Joseph. Clock's still running now. Ben Lomond's not going to have a shot clock to work with. 18 seconds left as Van Beekum looks for a three. Cuts that lead down to 30, 78-48. Corver Van Beekum has 6 points now tonight. And that is going to do it. Seth Anderson will just dribble out the rest of the clock. Green Canyon was a point away from their highest total of the season, but they'll tie their second highest. It's a 78-48 win, and that is also the largest margin of victory for this team this year, Coach. Just a whole lot of things to be happy about tonight.
Yeah, if you're Coach Brown, you got to be happy with the outcome of this game. The only thing you're not that excited about is Gavin Crane getting some stitches, but obviously he's standing upright. He probably feels well. He's going to be ready to roll on Wednesday. I think it was a very good game for Green Canyon as far as they did exactly what they needed to do to come out here with a 30-point win. They got on the offensive glass early, and it was all predicated upon their solid D. And on the offensive side, they just had shot after shot after shot, extra attempts and so on. They were able to get out to that early lead and just kind of blow them out of the water.
So a 30-point win for Green Canyon. We're going to take a quick break here from North Logan, but we'll come right back with thoughts from Logan Brown and whoever he deems today's player of the game. We'll be right back. 100.9 Light FM is the home of Green Canyon sports.
Someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and you go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Welcome back to North Logan one final time from Green Canyon High School. Stockton Jukes here with Coach Logan Brown after a 78-48 win. Coach, you're 10-0 now. Things just seem to keep getting better and better for this team, and I want to get your initial thoughts here. What do you think your best side of the ball was tonight, offense or defense?
Probably bits and pieces. I thought, especially in the first half, we really pushed the ball in transition. I thought we got out and ran the lanes, and I don't know if I've ever played a game on a Monday before, and it's just kind of the way we had to. It was either we could play a game or not play a game, and the way the calendar ended up this year, and so it's a good opportunity for us to come in and get our legs going a little bit, but also save a little bit of energy for Wednesday and Friday. I thought our kids did a really good job to, with their energy level from the tip. I was pleased with that.
Now, obviously, we had Gav go down with a bit of a headbanger there, and obviously he did get patched up. He looks like he's doing fine, but are you expecting that you're going to have him for the rest of the week, or do you think he's going to kind of have a couple days?
Yeah, I saw him at halftime. He's okay, just took a little, he's going to have a little scar above his eye, but, told him chicks dig scars, so he's going to be all right. But, it's one of those we just decided to, not roll with him in the second half or anything like that, but he'll be just fine.
So last thing I want to ask you before we let Lance hop on the mic here, obviously region play is a different kind of thing. You've got coaches and teams that are way more familiar with you, and you got to start off by going to Tremont on Wednesday. What's your primary focus when you're game planning for the next 48 hours?
Well, we've got a great scout. Our assistants have done a really good job. I've got they don't get enough credit. I've got Coach Hoffman, Coach Mortensen. We're always about 7 to 10 days ahead on our scouts, and so it's something that it's not like we're scrambling to get ready for Bear River or Mountain Crest on Friday. Our assistants have done a really good job making sure our kids are prepared, and I think we're ready for the next step. We've had preseason, especially earlier in the year, we were really tested in some games and found a way to come through, and so this is where it gets exciting and fun.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Coach. We'll see you again on Wednesday.
Yep. I got to tell you this guy, though, Lance, that you're going to talk to. He's the ultimate team guy. He's that guy that he constantly finds ways to impact the game, and he's just an ultimate team guy, and so it's pretty fun to see what he's done as a senior this year.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk to him right now. We'll get his thoughts after another big performance from Green Canyon, a 30-point win, 78-48. As we wait for Lance to throw on the headset here, it looks like coming up next after that Bear River game is going to be Mountain Crest here at home, and that'll take us into the new year when the Green Canyon Wolves will take on Skyview January 3rd of 2025. Now we've got Lance on the headset with us. Lance, it's been a really good start to the season for you guys, and obviously you've been translating well on both ends of the floor. Just give me your thoughts after 10 games, 10 wins. Now you're heading into region play. Where's your head at?
Well, we've been focusing a lot about taking it one game at a time. We're doing great. We're doing good things, 10-0, which is good, but we really focused on taking it one game at a time and not worrying too much about region up until this point. Now we're ready. We can worry about that, but we've been focused on these first 10 games preseason. We made a goal to go 10-0, and we made sure to go get that.
Now, I was asking Coach here about kind of the team chemistry that he's been noticing from you guys this season. What can you speak on about like the locker room vibe and what you guys feel between each other on the floor?
Well, I think all of us are really good friends. We're all really close. Some of us have been playing together for 6, 8 years even, and we're all really good friends, and that translates onto the court. And since we've been playing together so long, we know how each other think, we know where each other are going to go, and I think that helps us out a lot.
Now, be honest with me, Lance. Who do you think is going to have a longer winning streak, you or Utah State?
I got to go with us.
Yeah, that's a good answer. You've been media trained. I like that. Lance, thanks for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you again on Wednesday. All right, bud?
Thank you so much.
That's going to do it almost for us here tonight from Green Canyon High. We do have a couple superlatives that we want to run through before we let everyone go. First, we want to talk about our driver possession of the game, brought to you by Young Toyota and Young Honda. For 100 years, delivering an exceptional customer experience. Think young, drive young, Young Toyota and Young Honda. And, Coach, in terms of best possession of the night, I think I have to go all the way to the beginning of the game when you have that second chance bucket at the rim, and then all of a sudden Boston Horman comes in and generates a turnover, makes it 4-0 early on. Green Canyon never trailed in this one.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I just like the way they came out, they started with just a really solid, unselfish defensive effort. And like we talked about earlier, all that unselfish defense translated over to solid offensive possessions, and I think that was it tonight. Coach Brown got exactly what he wanted tonight. A nice win, able to rest some guys and get some other JV players involved.
Finally, our Napa Auto Parts best part of the game. Napa has the parts and oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best. Locally owned and operated from Preston down to Providence. Coach, what do you think was the best part of the game tonight?
I really liked seeing I know this is a little bit odd, but I really like seeing some of these JV players come in and play with the same type of intensity. Coach Brown's not going to come in and say, hey, let's just, slack off a little bit. They came in and they played with the exact same intensity. I think that's a program-wide positive. I love to see all these JV players coming in, playing just as hard. And not only that, but you had some of these seniors cheering on those JV kids. I think that was one of the best parts of the game, personally.
It definitely just kind of echoes the team chemistry that we've heard about now in the last couple games. Just all these guys saying time in, time out, night in, night out, like we're really good friends off the court. And there's nothing better than balling with your boys. It's just a lot of fun. So for Coach Terrell Baldwin and everyone back at the station, I'm Stockton Juke saying thank you so much for tuning in here on 100.9 Light FM. And a big thank you to the home of our production, Cache Valley Daily. For the latest news about what's going on in your community, head on over to CacheValleyDaily.com. They'll have photo galleries and replays of local sports, including tonight's game. So long, Wolfpack. We'll see you in just under 48 hours from across the mountains in Tremonton.
This Green Canyon Wolves broadcast has been a presentation of 100.9 Light FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Castalite, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Green Canyon Booster Club, DD Auto and Salvage, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, and The Logo Shop. Watch replays of previous games on CacheValleyDaily.com.